Hi everyone, Brian McManus Real Estate. It's week 33. Boy, this year's ticking over, isn't it? So what we're experiencing at the moment, there's a massive amount of information out there that you've got to get through. And I know that my updates are rather boring to some. The feedback is that I seem to be a little bit too consistent, and that's because when you've seen it before, it is what it is. And I say that tongue in cheek and not. It's a situation. We have vendors. We've got off-market properties. We've got current auction that's now into second phase of marketing with a price on it, and it's interesting the difference in the buyers coming through once we put a price on it. So and I'll be talking to the vendors about that tomorrow. I had hoped to get there today, but it was just out of the question. What's selling, what's not. Targeted off-market properties are selling, and that's specific for the buyer. And we're finding that buyers know what they want. They're coming in with what they can afford, and negotiation is very, very tight. So they're basically coming in and saying, yes, I'll buy this property. This is all the money I've got, and take it or leave it. They can't raise any more. When a vendor comes back with a counter offer, we're just finding that they're just saying, look, no, or walk away or find something else. So that hasn't happened. The other recessions, there was a little bit more negotiation, but back in '87, that's exactly what happened. Moving forward, how does that change the way that you market property? Probably, I've been saying this for a wee while. Sorry, got a healthy, I don't know what it is, full of raw vegetables and stuff. Doesn't seem to be dropping any weight for me, I might add, but it's meant to help my cycling because I bought a new bike. Yes, what they're doing is the marketing has to be even broader and thicker, and our affordable marketing campaigns, I suppose they have to come to a close. And I say that reluctantly because I know that sometimes that's all the vendors can afford, maybe, and maybe we've got to look at the rationale behind that. Because when I started in '86, our marketing campaigns were $1,500, $1,800, and $2,200. That was for $50,000 to $100,000 houses. So we're now selling $1 million houses or $1 million hotels, motels, caravan parks, and our marketing psyche hasn't really moved with that, and I think that's showing. And we're lucky with our views. It's been, we've had such a good profile for so many years. Early on we got into social media marketing, so I'll just have a quick look now, and we are tracking high. It's where are we? Here we go. Hello. Maybe it's the counter. We're sitting at about over 70 million views and 16,370,000 people. concern, but it's just the counter's not there, so that means it's just been recounted in the last few minutes, or reset, I should say. So Monday night, there we are. Monday night, our time in California. So marketing, we've got to be even better with our marketing. We've got to do more of it to hit those cash buys. And then we've got to be able to process them. We can't just softly process them. Those days are gone. We have to, whether it's me or another agent, we have to get all the details. We have to get full name, address, mobiles, email, social media, all that sort of stuff on the buyer so we can process them. Being soft on a buyer is absolutely no good for anybody. And let us, the agent, or me, the agent, or if you're going with someone else and I'm not in your market, so be it. But let the agent do his job, because he needs all the information. There's no way that we can help. You know, we've got the infrastructures out there. We've got finance there. If they come in and say they can't get finance, bang, we've got it. I've got it in place, and yet I couldn't get it to some buyers. So anyway, that's another part of the 87 market, the 86, 87 market, and that's different to 91s and so on, 2001, 2007, 2019. So it's a matter of being a bit smarter. We're now embracing a longer auction campaign in both markets, commercial and residential. So both markets have had a lengthening in the period. Intercontinental, we're also looking at Crown Plaza on the south coast. We are now looking at a venue on the north coast, central coast. So that could well come into play just because of the volume. And I made a statement after Richie's death that it wouldn't be on the road. I'm coming around now, and we're going to change our strategy. I haven't flown for a number of years. 12 years since I've had Richie. I was driving it all, but I'm wanting to fly now. So I'll be flying Sydney Wagga, Sydney Central Coast, Sydney Gold Coast. So that then allows me to do those miles. I can't drive them, so I'll drive within a day returns of Sydney, but I'm not going to be doing the big ones. So that's where we're at. The market, the buyers are still there. Cash buyers are there. My mortgage broker has had record months last few months. So, and he's got money. I can't, for the first time in a long time, I can't deliver the buyer to the broker. So it's a disadvantage of trading properties that, unlike a residential where they come through an open home, you've got their details before they come in. The buyers for hotels and motels can come through as customers and view it. And the other part of that equation is that you've got to be banking your cash. I have no other direction. I've been saying that for about 5 years. Go back on my YouTubes and have a look. And if you don't, you just affect your sale price by hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions in some brackets. So, long and the short, let's get it going. Next auction is Friday the 25th of September. We have about 3 weeks. I wouldn't want to leave it any longer. Then you're going into October, November, December auctions. They're not great auctions anyway, but as I said, we're having not 20. We aren't having 21-day auctions are over. We're out to 42 to 60-day auctions, and that's just part and parcel. But they are more expensive every day on the market. It's hundreds of dollars. So that's got to be factored into your gross cost of selling. So have a wonderful week. What did I say? 33. Let's get out there. Call me 040-297-0217, Brian at McManusRealEstate.com. Call me to let's get these appraisals done and properties on the market. So email, call. I'm on the road. I'm pretty much day tripping, so can be north or south of Sydney within 24 hours. So just give us a bell, and we'll get out there, get all your videos and reels and posts done and into it. Thanks very much. Talk to you soon.